Are you aware that if you don't have the proper intro or hook to your video, you're going to lose 74% of your viewers? Are you wondering why your YouTube channel can't grow, why you can't rank a video, why your videos absolutely suck? Well, this is why. If there's one thing that I've mastered, it is hooking people at the beginning. Your video will never ever rank. Yes, there's no secret button. There's no perfect keyword. You've got to learn your intro. I'm going to actually take 5 videos that you need to be shooting for YouTube anyways, and I'm going to give you my secret intro hook. So this is going to make you hook your audience, keep them on the edge of their seat and begging for more of your video. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is a pros and cons video. You're going to see a little bit of some commonalities throughout with, more of the negative style video titles. This is something that I'm really coaching agents up on right now, is being themselves, being open, being honest. You got to do that. That is how you can get these better average view durations and more engagement. But if I were to shoot a pros and cons video, and I'm just going to wing this stuff because that's typically what I do, I don't write it down, it would sound something like this. So you're thinking about moving to Houston, Texas. Have you ever seen cockroaches so big that you can't even squish them with your shoe? I have. Have you ever opened up a pizza oven at 450 degrees and that heat hits you and you can't even breathe? That's what it's like here in August. I'm not going to sugarcoat a damn thing. I am not born and raised here in Houston, so I have an outsider's perspective of what it's truly like to be here. And if you're even thinking about making that move to Texas anywhere, you're going to want to know the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else in between. And I'm going to give it to you. We're getting after it right now. Whew, that was a pretty good one. I have to, admit that. I might have to steal that one. But what I really did is talk about things that, are true here. So I didn't sugarcoat anything. 2, I kind of made them sound a little bit worse than they truly are, but I'm going to talk about that in the videos. But there is also an aspect to the video, the body of it, to where you've got to keep these honest, style opinions there and present. You watching this who's never lived somewhere else, or you're born and raised in your market 30, 40 years, you're going to struggle with this. You think everything's perfect and you're not going to want to say anything bad about your city. I get you, right? I'm going to give you some examples of my hometown where I'm born and raised, where I also have a YouTube channel, so that you can also get a perspective of, hey, here's how I talk, being a local to this market too. But as you heard there is some brutal honesty, and people are just like, holy crap, what did he just say? And they're going to make sure to stay through that whole video. So the second video that I want to get at is like a cost of living. How much does it truly cost to live here? So it's probably going to sound something like this. So you're thinking about moving to Portland, Oregon, and you're wondering what some of those costs are when you move here and why the hell the housing market has doubled, tripled. Well, in this video, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you my exact bills that you're going to see. And I'm going to give you a spoiler right now. If you're coming here with kids, daycare is out of control. I am paying double the amount of daycare here than I did where I moved from. So you're really going to want to know that. Plus, there's some secrets to saving a ton of money on that daycare. You don't want to spend $36 a day like I did for 1 hour. Yes, that's true. So I'm going to break it down, the true cost of living, and some of these hot areas that I'm seeing that are just outside of Portland where you can get the best bang for your buck and maybe have 20 to 30% equity build up in just 1 year. If you want to know the secrets and the actual cost of living, we're getting after it right now. Okay, guys, so I'm literally winging this stuff, and I'm just looking into this camera like I'm really trying to teach somebody, but I'm trying to put the fear in them, right? Like the fear of God. I am just trying to hook them. And the one thing that I've learned is doing this thousands and thousands of times is that I can kind of just find 1-2 things that I know is going to push people's buttons, and it's going to relate with them. I have kids. It's something I can talk about all the time, and I was scared to talk about these things when I first started. I wanted to paint this perfect picture of Portland, but the day I actually talked about a story of moving my family there and the daycare and how expensive it was, that video blew up. The comments blew up. The reach outs blew up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can be more honest, and these people are still moving here. So you got to find those things and really roll with it. So number 3 on the list, this is one that I absolutely love. It's one of my best performing videos that I have on every single channel. I do it for every channel, and there is a way that I hook people every time. Before I get to that, I am giving you guys absolute pure gold. There is nobody teaching this kind of stuff at a level that I am, and I'm not trying to be cocky, but I've done it so many times across the country. If it is helping you in any way, do me a solid and hit that like button right now and comment down below which one of these intros are you going to work on next. I really want to get these comments and these likes up so I can help more people. Number 3, where to live when moving to X city. Okay, so I'm going to do this as like a local. Okay. This is a video that you can do, even if you are, new to your area, but most of you, have been in your market for, 10, 12, 15, or your whole life, 10, 12, 15 years. So I like to do this video and to really paint the perspective. I picked up on this video when I was traveling a lot, right? I would go to a new city, I would fly in, and in 2 days, I would shoot 20 videos. And then when I would get back to the studio, I had all of this information. I'm like driving around, I'm seeing things I like, seeing things I don't like. So I started kind of shooting these videos about that. Like, okay, I drove all the way around, and here's some of the areas I liked, here's some of the areas I didn't like, so that I can give these honest perspectives of what it's like to be in these areas. But this is also a major fear of like, hey, if you don't reach out to me, you're going to move to the wrong area too. So this video is just, where to live when moving to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So Coeur d'Alene, North Idaho is where I'm from. So this is kind of how it would sound. All right, so you're thinking about moving to North Idaho. You think it's just a little drop on the map, teeny little town. Well, that might be right, but did you know if you lived on north-facing slopes of the mountains, which there's a lot of them, you're not going to see the sun barely in the wintertime? And did you know that if you live in Spirit Lake, Idaho, just 10 minutes to the north of Coeur d'Alene, you're going to get 8 inches more snow than you would in Coeur d'Alene? You are in a snow belt. And you're also going to need equipment that can dig out boulders the size of a Dodge Neon. I know every single back road. I know every backyard. I know every city. I'm born and raised here. If you truly want to know a couple areas that are going to fit your lifestyle, but most importantly, a bunch of areas in North Idaho that are going to be terrible for you, you're going to want to watch this video, because I'm going to do a super in-depth tour and explanation of every single area in North Idaho. We're getting after it right now. So this is kind of what I start talking about when I'm hyper local, is kind of some of these things that nobody would know about. North facing slopes. You guys in cold areas, you get that, right? And there's days, I mean, if you're north facing slope, the sun barely comes out. It's cold as hell, and the snow, you can have it for 2 months longer than your neighbor who's on a south facing slope. This is what cold weather people know. The snow belts, yards. And this is actually the one channel that I have the most difficult handing off leads. People want me more than anything because of that perspective that I give of, I know every square inch. You tell me 2-3 things that you like, that you need, that you want. I can literally place you on the exact street that fits your lifestyle, but you got to reach out. So you guys who are locals have such a hard time. You don't realize anything that people need to know there. You take everything for granted, but I really flip things on its head being the local and giving every single story of my area. So where to live when moving to, your area that's how I hook them. And I love to tell them, hey, you're going to learn a few areas that you might like, but most importantly, a bunch of areas you're going to hate to live. Pure fire. All right. Number 4 on the list is 10 reasons not to move to my area. Again, it's going to sound a lot like some of the other ones. I'm just going to take 1 or 2 things that, you may like, you may not like, and you got to kind of roll with that. Hey, so you're thinking about moving to North Idaho. Did you realize that you can walk into a grocery store and see a dude packing a 357 on his chest? It's going to happen. To me, I love it. Makes me feel safe when I walk into a store and I got my wife and my kids there. But you and some of these people moving here, it's going to throw you off guard. In fact, if you love hiking in the woods and you're moving to North Idaho for the entire lifestyle of North Idaho, and you go out there in October, November, and you're in National Forest, and I walk by with a gun, don't you go yelling at me. I have the right to be up there hunting, and if you're yelling at me, that's hunter harassment, and you can go to jail for that. There are a lot of things that you really need to know before you move to North Idaho, and there are 10 reasons you may hate living in Idaho, and if you want to know those reasons, we're getting after it right now. So I'm just kind of painting the picture again, like kind of throwing the fear, and again, the comment sections erupt when I say these things, and that's what I want. That's what makes those kind of viral videos, and I'm kind of painting a picture, because what is that doing? I know right here that 99% of the people that are moving to North Idaho right now, they just want to move to a very red conservative state. It could be Californians moving to Idaho. We get all the retired LAPD and all the government officials from the East Coast. They want super red and conservative. So I know I'm speaking right into the heart of them, and that's exactly what they want. And those are the people that reach out to me. So I'm just kind of painting this picture of 10 reasons you may not want to move here. And all the comments are like, well, those 10 reasons are the exact reason I'm moving to Idaho. Duh, I know that. So That's how I'm hooking them. The last one is the vlog. This is what I invented for real estate when I realized that cities and suburbs were searched 10, 12, 15 times a month more in YouTube than they were Google. People want to see what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play out in these areas. And, really anytime you do a vlog, if you just say, hey, I'm going to be showing every area of Beaverton, Oregon, then, that's really enough to hook them. But there are ways that I have found, again, traveling the world. This is experience that no other human has. I've traveled the entire country going from, coastal towns to the Florida Keys, to the mountains of Idaho, to Montana, to Reno, to Nashville, to you name it. I've been there, and I just understand what people want to hear at the beginning of these vlogs. And here's my secret. I don't really tell anybody this. I actually shoot my intros at the very end of my vlog, because then I know what I've seen, right? If I go to an area I've never been in my life, well, then how am I going to shoot an intro and tell people what they get in the video? So I actually do 2 days worth of videos. It is one of the hardest things on planet Earth, but that gets me all the information that I need. So when I shoot that vlog, now I know exactly what I'm going to see, and I can hook people with that. So it would sound, something like this. Hey, you're thinking about moving to Nashville, Tennessee. You have no idea where to live. Everybody thinks it's just honky tonks in downtown. No, there are areas that are so private, you're going to be nestled right there next to the Tennessee Titans or George Strait. Or you can get out to the east a little bit and you can get your space. I'm talking a third of an acre, maybe a full acre with a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house out on the property sticks 20 minutes from downtown. These are things that we're going to be covering in this vlog today, from northeast, southwest, every section of Nashville. There's never been a video like this where we are going to uncover and show you exactly what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play right in all of these areas in Nashville. So if you want to find your perfect place to live and a few of the areas you're not going to like to live, we're going to show you in this full vlog tour. We're getting after it right now. So I've kind of incorporated everything. I throw a little bit of, secrets. And obviously if I'm doing a smaller vlog of just a little city, then I'm going to be like, hey, in this video, we're going to talk about some of the most incredible golf course living, lake living, downtown living that you can find in Hayden, Idaho. This is an area there's not even really any new construction left. You've got to know the exact location that you want to be. But I'm talking best for families, close to all the schools. You are in between 2 lakes. You can golf cart ride to everywhere. We're going to showcase everything you need to know about living in Hayden, Idaho. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just kind of giving you all the major points to Hayden and hooking him. Guys, the hook out of the gate is what really sets the tone for the video. They will sit there and listen throughout this whole entire video if you can just get them hooked right at the beginning. It's something that you really need to work on, and repetition is king. And this is actually something that, a lot of our EXP partners, they're working on right now. How do I get better on video, Jackson? You got to be more honest, and you got to nail those hooks. So we're doing a lot of role play, a lot of scripting, and their channels are erupting. Their businesses are erupting. If I can just get in with them and train them up. So if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, maybe even stepping out of production, scaling, growing, delegating business, that's what we help you with. If you're ever interested, maybe it's a fit, maybe it's not. Shoot me an email, jackson@realagentnow.com, to learn more about that. But these are the videos that are going to help you blow up your real estate YouTube channel. And if you click on those, you'll be well on your way. And until the next video, homies, we'll catch you later.